actually, this happens more often than not. You are not even going to believe it. If you don't know, now you know. Your plastic surgery can be canceled. That's right. I said it. Even if you've already paid your down payment, even if you've already lost the weight, even if you think that you're ready to go, your surgery can be absolutely canceled if you don't have these 5 things in order. Let's talk about it. Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Alexis. I'm the CEO and founder of Make It Pop USA, the first ever 360 recovery system helping women who are undergoing plastic surgery. And here we like to talk about how to get ready for surgery, how to make sure that you're on the right path for an amazing journey. More importantly, how important it is to have a recovery system and all the things, all the good things that have to go along with that. So today I had to make this emergency episode because I was talking to a practice and I didn't realize all the crazy little things that can actually cancel people's surgery the day of, not 2 weeks before, not 1 month before, but the day of. And I thought it was super important that you know about it, because can you imagine traveling 2, 3, 4, 5 hours on a plane just to get there and think, oh my gosh, I'm getting my surgery. Or in my case, I'm going to look like Beyonce. And then they say, sorry, you're not going to have your surgery today. And I definitely don't want you ladies to go through that. So if you know your sister, your mother, your cousin, anybody that you know, any woman that you love that's thinking about surgery or having surgery, make sure that you share this with them. As long as you share and comment, as many women as possible be able to get this message, which is so important because, as you know, there's so many things that are happening with women on their surgery journey that shouldn't be happening, including body dysmorphia still, bad eating habits still, death. We talked about that. And if you care about the woman that you know that's thinking about having surgery, make sure you send her our way. We have so many free resources, YouTube being our number one. And every single week we have new episodes about information that they just need to know. But let's get into this. So one of the number one reasons that you can actually be declined for surgery is if your iron levels are low. That's right. You may thinking you're doing everything right and that you're going to the gym and eating the right foods, but your iron levels are low. So make sure that you check those. Make sure you get a blood panel from your PCP and make sure you're on top of that. That is not a reason why you want to be denied surgery just because your iron levels are low. It definitely is something that can be easily fixed, not only with food, but also with supplements. So make sure it doesn't happen to you. Number 2, this one is actually something that the surgeons will catch along the way in prep, but especially if you have negative self-talk. Now, because of the better education that's going out there to surgeons about mental health and plastic surgery, they are making sure that they're paying attention to the way that you speak to yourself. They're not going to deny you for surgery altogether, but they definitely could delay it and send you our way to make sure that you're mentally there and where you need to be for surgery. Now, this is not a bad thing. The very last thing that you want to do is think that surgery is going to fix your mental health issues, which we all have, believe me. But we just want to make sure, and they want to make sure that you're going into surgery safely. And that's why that is a no-go across the board. Number 3, and actually this happens more often than not. You are not even going to believe it. I didn't even believe it when I heard it. They find out they're pregnant. Yes, honey. They are waiting for their surgeon to come back and draw on them and get them ready to look like their wish pick. And they're like, I'm sorry, ma'am, you're pregnant. So listen, if you know that you're thinking about having surgery or you're about to have surgery and you are sexually active, make sure that you take the necessary requirements to not get pregnant. And one of the ways that you're doing your due diligence is also making sure that you're not pregnant the day that you go to have surgery. Let's get it together. Number 4, if you have an eating disorder, typically does not come out unless you're working with a nutritionist, but it is the nutritionist's job to make sure that it's brought to the surgeon's attention. And so if you have a problem with anorexia, if you have a problem with binge eating and purging, I had a problem with that. When you have a nutritionist, it's their job to bring that to the surgeon's attention. So you want to make sure that you build healthy habits with food. It is possible. You can do it. All you need is a little bit of help. And number 5, a lot of surgeries are canceled last minute because in the last minute, you don't have the last payment for your surgery. And we never want to see this happen. So one of the best ways to really get on top of your finances is to have a sure budget, and make sure that you budget $1,000 on top, $2,000 on top of your surgery, just for unforeseen things that you may want done once you get to the surgeon. You never know. There have been women that said, yeah, you know what? Why don't you lipo my arms a little bit? And there's nothing wrong with that, but you want to make sure you have the budget to do it. You can't get the body that you want and break the bank, And another thing is that you want to make sure that you have enough money for your recovery. Your recovery is anywhere from 25 to 75% of whatever your surgery costs. Keep that in mind. Here, it's all about information. And no, I'm not a surgeon, but I definitely had surgery before. And now I'm the head of a whole team of mental health specialists, nutritionists, and patient care coordinators just for plastic surgery. I talk to surgeons all day. I talk to their practices all day. I know where the gaps are, and we are here to fill it, but it can only happen if you have the information. So if you ever want to know more about what are the red flags, we have an episode for that. Where are some real stories of other women that have had mommy makeovers? We have an episode for that. It's right here on this channel. And all you can do is just come back for more information, because we're going to give you the best that we can in ways that you can understand, which was the most important thing for me. If you are going to go on your journey, you have to do it the right way. And the right way is make it pop.